Morning, everybody. It is a beautiful morning. The light is gorgeous. It's nice and cool, and I thought maybe today'd be another good day to take you on a little walk with me. The garden looks a little different since the last time you've seen it. I've gotten it pretty well flipped over for the spring. So you'll see we've got some tomatoes, not some, kind of a lot of tomatoes actually. We've got some peppers in here and some millionaire eggplants. And the calendula here, there used to be one big kind of long bar. And so I dug a couple of those plants up and transplanted them. Like here, this is a calendula that had been over to the left, and it seems to have actually taken to it pretty okay. I couldn't bear to pull out all this lettuce. It was a lot for us to eat. So I pulled out what needed to go to make room to put in the tomatoes. And you can see actually some are already flowering, which is pretty exciting. Some people pinch off those first flowers. I think I might be a little bit risky and leave them. Got some marigolds planted as well. Believe it or not, I'm already struggling a bit with aphids, and marigolds can function as a deterrent. You see here leftovers. We had our last ladybug release last night, so there's just a couple little stragglers in there, but there's ladybugs all throughout the garden now, so I'm hoping maybe they'll have a little aphid feast. More tomatoes. Check out these flowers. This one's the Cherokee purple, and look how big those are going to be. Pretty exciting. Left some of the carrots in so they can do their thing. Again, tried to pull and plant around. This is going to be hopefully a melon. I planted some seeds direct in there, and over here this space is going to be some luffa, so we need to get building our trellis. This is the lettuce leaf basil, which continues to super impress me. Look how big those leaves are. Let's see if I can show you. They're almost as big as my palm. This was a leftover plant. Of course, as much room as I have, I always feel like I could use more, so I put a couple things in grow bags here, and I couldn't bear to leave this last tomato doing his own thing, so we'll see how that works in the grow bag. Then in the back garden here, my plans were foiled by this artichoke, which has just grown enormously. Look at that monster. So things that I had planned to plant around it are definitely not gonna materialize, which is fine. And so we scaled back a couple things. This, of course, doesn't look like much, but I have some Thai beans and some jade beans. Back in here next to the kale are some zinnias, which I'm really hoping will bloom. And then in this very back here around the trellis, I've got some cucumber seeds planted. Here is a butternut squash and another melon. Check out this. So this is the fennel, which I had cut all the way back. I don't know, maybe I can show you over here. Yeah, you can kind of see, oh, it's grown a lot down in that it had been cut completely. And now it's putting up all this growth. So again, kind of I planned to have this corner be taken up by maybe a zucchini type squash, but I think maybe we'll just let the fennel do its thing. And a couple more lettuces here, of course. And little herb corner, lots of rosemary. This is a bergamot mint, which is really tasty in a cold glass of water. Some oregano, sage. This is the dill that I grew from seed. Mint's making a nice comeback, and this calendula here, he looks like he might need a little bit of water. And finally, one last thing to show you. This is the corner where we had planted all of the wildflower seeds, and they are coming up. Check out over here. It's a bluebonnet flower. I'm so excited by this. And this plant, which I thought was a goner, this is the passion vine. After the freeze, I thought maybe it wasn't gonna make it, putting up new growth. So I'm pretty excited that some of the things seem to be recovering from the freeze. And the garden, look, it's starting to get a nice lot of sunshine. I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a good year. Thanks for checking in, everybody.